Yeah. Wait 1 sec. Okay, we're live now for sure. Hello and welcome to the show. We're live. We are. Ooh, there's a bit of a distraction. All right. Screw it. Let's see what this person wants. I have a suspicion that maybe this person's about to attack me or something. I don't know.
Is no one gonna help me? Somebody, please! My friend is hurt! Someone, do something! Please!
Okay, this is definitely a
I
trap.
think he might be having a heart...
Okay, don't... Where are you, friend?
Okay, it's showing a red dot, but I think they're both dead. I mean, you're gonna come at Trevor Phillips with one gun? Come on, y'all. That's whoa. That's weak shit, bro. Should we get a new gun? Yeah, sure. We'll get.
Jesus, you're the apocalypse I worry about, friend.
Sticky bomb. Oh, we got plenty of sticky bombs. There's no reason for more. No, yeah. Railgun. Oh, we have more. That's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Extended clip. Yeah. I tend to be gonna go with pink. For sure. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll leave it there because. Oh, I mean. Oh my God, this is a banger.
Now,
Fun
don't
fact
get
about
too
this
crazy
song.
with that, you hear?
I heard this song in Law Review. Law Review is a show. Review spelled with instead of an
Yeah.
it's spelled Revue. Anyway, carry on my
Miss me!
wayward son. Yeah, I did a theater show in 2015, and it was like a variety show. So it was sketches and music and dancing, whatever, all kinds of shit. And it was with the Law Society, and I did it even though I'm not a law student.
Shit, shit!
And it was cool. Kind of sucked, but had its moments. I'm still kind of dealing with the similar issues back then that I'm dealing with now. I mean, sure, I've grown as a person, but I would say fundamentally, I'm still me. I'm just me with better ways to manage my pain. But the pain is kind of still there. You know, it's if I compare myself to like the people who were working for the show, well, not working, but, you know, be volunteering for the show, whether it's directors, writers, actors. Uh, there's a pretty good chance that the majority of them have made more money than me. Not everyone who studies law works in law, but the main guys that directed or whatever, they've probably made more money than me. Probably the past 10 plus years, probably. And I used to feel like pretty inadequate compared to them, you know, because they were studying a pretty difficult subject, law, and I was studying something relatively simple, marketing, and and I started to feel a sense of jealousy, like when I finished my marketing degree, because the job market was trash, and I felt like I didn't have anything to help me stand out. They had a law degree, and they're doing clerkships, and they're kind of already in, you know. But one of the guys in the show, I saw him on
Stay
a
off the
gay
road!
dating app, and he was like on the DL or whatever the fuck, but he was using his face, so clearly he wasn't like fully in the closet, but it felt weird. He had a girlfriend the whole time. Maybe he's bisexual. I don't know, but it still felt uncomfortable. It felt like he was hiding something because he never opened up about his sexuality at all during the show. No, I guess I just feel like I guess when you're jacked, which he was, and you're good looking, which he was, and you're the head or one of the leaders or whatever, which he was, it kind of makes things different, I suppose. Maybe you feel a sense of you need to look a certain way and act a certain way. I have no idea. But yeah, no, he was not pleasant to be around. I'll say that much. He was a massive tryhard, really insecure guy, and he raged. He had a lot of rage, and for the most part, he wasn't raging. He was like repressed as fuck, which is even worse. I'd rather you yell than talk through gritted teeth.
Captain Cougar, this is Mudman. Slower than the Ho Chi Minh Trail out here.
But anyway, man, part of the reason why over the last 10 years I've made less money than them is because I have issues with mental health and trauma, and so some people might struggle to make money and then complain about it. I struggled massively to make money, and then I felt like I couldn't talk to anyone. Felt like I was drowning. Being intelligent can have its drawbacks. Because sometimes you talk to people and you just want to be heard, and they give you advice, and it comes across as so condescending and stupid because you know more than them. You know more facts than them. You know the information. You can process the information faster than them, but they don't know that about you, and so you just sit there and go, uh huh, uh huh, uh huh. Well, that's my experience. You know? I ran into this guy named Josh Thomas, on I want to say Saturday and Sunday in the green room of the Anwar Theater where I was opening for my buddy Toby. And with all due respect to both Toby and Josh, I'm better than both of them by a
Lucky
country
miss!
mile. I'm a better comedian than both of them. And if I were to be given the opportunity that Josh was given, which is to perform at the Enmore Theater for 2 nights during the Sydney Comedy Festival, I would be leveling that fucking room. I truly believe that to be true.
Hello? Don't hit me. He victimized his old man.
And I'm tired of pretending that's not
Hey,
true.
I thought they
I'm tired of
deported
denying my
you.
own greatness.
why do you care?
Well, I don't. Except that they paid me some money.
That must feel good. What a proud patriot you are.
So, when are they kicking you out?
They can't kick me out, stupid man.
Why not?
My family has been here 200 years. I'm more American than you. Not that it's anything to boast about.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, at least you got paid.
Yeah, well, don't get all serious, okay? Anybody can make a mistake.
Perhaps now you want to kill me.
Yeah, maybe, old man. Maybe not.
You and your Civil Border Patrol friends. You're all the same. Ignorant fools trying to protect something that's not even there.
They're not my friends.
Spend enough time with them.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time with fucking people I don't like, all right? It's one of my favorite hobbies.
Civil Border Patrol, man.
Fuck you! You wanna fucking die?
You don't scare me. You owe my family a great debt.
What?
Our land is no longer safe.
It's not my fault.
you're so concerned, clean it up for me. Your choice. And no, I will not give you 1 cent. Last I heard, your Civil Border Patrol friends were bullying some people east of here at the Zancudo farm. Go left on Ocean Highway, you'll see them.
Oh, fucking Civil Border Patrol!
Am I dead? Sorry, I got distracted watching Instagram.
I should never have got involved with those nut jobs.
Yes, like I was saying, I do think that I have the capacity, the capability to be the fucking best. I think I am a better comedian right now than Josh Thomas. Look, Josh Thomas is a funny, charming little gay man, but he's spoiled. He was spoiled by this industry that coddles people and sort of makes you stay the same way, I'd say? Like, the entertainment industry is not going to let you grow. It's not going to make you grow. It actually doesn't like when you change and grow. It prefers when you stay the same because it makes you more marketable.
Removed from the gene pool.
Yeah, so the industry is, I don't know, I don't fully get it, but this is what I believe to be true, okay? If the industry promoted someone like Hannah Gatsby, whose work is, the work I've seen is dog shit. If the industry promotes someone like Hannah Gatsby, whose work is dog shit, whose book is fucking whiny dog shit too, if the industry promotes this person, then there's something deeply wrong with the industry. If the industry promotes Stephen K. Amos, who I've heard many reports that he is a groper and a pest and a predator, then there's something wrong with the industry. If the industry promotes Josh Thomas, who's fine, but again, pretty depressed. Like, I watched a random clip where he says, yeah, what I've learned is that self-improvement is a lie, and anyone says otherwise is blah, blah, blah. I know it's a joke. I know he's trying to be self-aware or whatever the fuck, and it's a joke, but it's not a full joke, is it? This year I've decided to give up. Like, that's the thing. It's like, so you're telling me that you're a well-paid comedian who won Raw and has been an industry darling for years, and you're giving up. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Like, there's just a part of me that's like, okay, you know what? You are a nice guy. I've met Josh. I've talked to him twice, yeah? He is a nice guy to talk to, but he just strikes me as a toddler. He strikes me as a toddler. And he's a toddler compared to me because I'm very mature and grown up for my age. And maybe we can both learn from each other. I'm not even saying that as an insult. I know it sounds like an insult. I'm sorry if it comes across as an insult, but what I mean by that is that he just has this energy, like his problems are just nothing compared to mine. And I know that sounds condescending, but it's just facts. I grew up in a different fucking environment, and I've dealt with most likely way more suffering. Most likely. And hey, if I'm wrong, it turns out his life has been, you know, chewing on glass every day, then I'll go, okay, I'm sorry, my bad. But we'll see. So, I guess I have some anger in me, but I also have this this part of me that goes, anger isn't enough. You got to also be focused and directed into it. Hey, listen, I'm me. I'm well aware of my mistakes and my limitations, and I'm willing to work with it. But this is what I believe to be true. This is what I believe to be true. I believe that at some point, I'm going to be given the platform that Josh is given. I'm going to be given it. I'm going to be given a deal, TV deal. You know, I'm gonna be signed with an agency. I'm gonna get some of the perks that Josh got way earlier, at an earlier stage. And what I believe to be true is that when I get those opportunities, uh, I'm gonna make a pretty big fucking dent on it. That's what I believe to be true. I believe that I'm gonna rock the fucking industry. I have that belief. That's what I believe about myself. I am not a friendly fucking comedian. I am not Hannah Gatsby who just bitches and moans while being incredibly overweight and unfunny. Like, they identify as non-binary, uses they them pronouns. That's fine. That's fine. You can use they them pronouns, but you're overweight. You're very, very overweight. You're obese, which means you're unhealthy, and your jokes aren't funny. They're not funny, and I don't know. I just think it'd be good to promote comedians who are funny and who are healthy. And I'm tired of this whole, oh yeah, so coming from people who are given opportunities that I would kill to have. Like, watching Aaron Chen be so fucking nonchalant. Like, I went to the supermarket, and there was this guy, and he said, duh, duh, duh. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't stand this, man. Like, what world do you live in? What fucking world do you live in, bro? Because I live in a world where America is going to war with Iran. I live in a world where there's constant discrimination. I live in a world where there's a lot, you know what I mean? Like, you look at the world and that's how you feel. You're a comedian. You're commentating. You're making jokes. The only style you have, the only rev in your engine is, oh yeah, so I don't know what, and then I'll put up it. It's like, when I get the Netflix deal, which I hope I will at some point, I'm gonna fucking crush it, dude. I'm gonna fucking crush it. And there's a question I ask, which is, what if there are others who think exactly like me? What if there's lots of people in the world right now, comedians, who have done comedy, who think like me, who think, oh, if only I was given my big break, then I'd crush it, I'd be better than America. What if there are? Okay, maybe there are people who think like that, but maybe. But I guess the difference between me and them is that I'm going to just keep going. And then keep going, and then keep going, and keep going. The differentiator isn't in the now. The differentiator is in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years. We'll see what happens. I really think that what will happen is I'll be proven right over and over, over and over and over. I will be proven right. Truth right now is in danger. We live in an age where people don't like the truth. They hate truth. They hate truth-seeking. They would rather just believe the lies. They would rather believe the bullshit that the industry, the government, religious organizations spread. They'd rather be controlled because it makes them feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Complacency is a good thing. It's a terrible thing. And to me, like, Aaron Chen is the king of complacency. Yeah, I know he went to New York, which is a difficult move. I'm sure it is. But come on, man. What is he got to show for it? You know what I mean? Nothing. It's fucking insubstantial. It's nothing special at all.
You want to end up in the trunk of this thing?
It's not good. And I will be proven right, because when I go to the top, I'm going to bring the people who I think are great with me. I mean, Joe Rogan is such a shit talker, but the underlying ethos of what Rogan promotes, I kind of do believe in it. It just so happens that Rogan is a very young man. So when Rogan says, you know, I surround myself with killers so they can elevate me, I believe that you should do that. When you're going on tour, you should absolutely surround yourself with killers who are gonna crush and push you. It just so happens that Joe Rogan says those things and then puts out. What does he put out on stage? Fucking Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is pretty good. Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe is trash. Ari Shaffir as an opener. Come on, man. That's fucking sad. Ari is fucking dog shit. He's horrible. He's a shitty comedian. And also, he's a shitty person, too. He behaves in a shitty way. He's an immature man. And that's what I hope will happen in the future. I hope that at some point in the future, the truth will actually matter. We won't just say, oh, well, you know, he might be shitty, do shitty things, but he's a genius. He's part of the craft. I hope one day people will actually nut up and say, we don't want these people anymore. But we want them to fuck off. That would be really fucking great. It would make me feel so good if I become a famous comedian and then I'll use my power to point out the shitheads and the idiots and the ones who are bullies and hurting the scene. I would love to do that. I would love to have a sense of justice. You know? That would make me feel very, very good. I've lived a very difficult, painful life. And I've survived things that most people would never understand. Let me tell you how difficult my life is. My life is so difficult, the only frame of reference when it comes to people who are struggling more than me are, as far as I can tell, either people who have been, you know, in active war zones. I've never been in an active war zone, so those people have done it harder than me. And also people, you know, who have experienced, like, kidnapping and torture. Fine. I will absolutely concede that both of those groups of people have been through much more difficult circumstances. But other than that, I've lived fucking... And also just, like, you know, the classic fucking mass starvation, you know, shit like that. Okay, fine. Those people have had it harder than me. But as far as people in developed countries, you know, I've had one of the worst fucking lives you can have in a developed country like Australia. And there's a special kind of brutal pain that comes from looking around and feeling like you're part of the bottom of the barrel of a developed country. You start to hate everybody. You start to resent everybody. And because of all the pain I've endured, and because of all the evidence that I'm capable of enduring pain, and growing and still being a patient, loving, kind person, because of that, I feel this strong sense of, like, things are going to work out. Things are going to work out spectacularly. Josh Thomas will never know what it's like to absolutely level the Enmore Theater. He'll never know what it's like. Because he was spoiled and he was given opportunities very early in his career, and that inflated his ego and made him feel like he's the shit, when he's absolutely not the shit. He's a good comic, he's pretty solid, but he said it himself, he's giving up. He doesn't think his self-improvement is real. It's part of a joke, but it's not a full joke. When I get the Enmore, and look, I don't know if I'm going to be like a Kevin Hart level comedian, because that's like a different thing, you know? But I think I'll get the Enmore. And when I get the Enmore, I'm going to fucking level it in a way that Josh never will. And that's something exciting to look forward to. Which is the very real reality of people who get success early on. They just become complacent, and I got so much shit early on, over and over again, that it just fucking toughened me up. I'm tough. I'm really fucking tough. And I don't live by the industry standards. I live by my own standards, which are much higher. They're brutal. So I'm going to crush it. There's a series of steps involved with getting a venue like that. A series of hurdles you have to cross, a series of hands you have to shake. And I'm sure, I don't know how long it will take, I'm sure it'll be. But when you get there, like, you're there. And when Josh's show finished at whatever time it did on Sunday, that was it for the night. But the staff were still there. The staff were getting paid. The staff were getting paid to pack down. The cost of just keeping them there for an extra 2-3 hours to put together another show, hypothetically mine, it wouldn't be that much. So, yeah, you might look at the Enmore and see a packed lineup of shows every night, or a bunch of them, maybe multiple a night or whatever. You might look at that and think like, oh, it's a small pool, it's a zero-sum game, but it's not. There's so many nights at the Enmore where they could easily make money and they don't. Because, yeah, the cost of staff is varied, and to book the show, you need to pay for staff for the night and blah, blah, blah. But the cost of renting the venue, you know what I mean? That's a fixed cost. So whatever rental system they have, or ownership thing they have, or maintenance thing they have, that's being paid every single month, regardless of whether or not it's used on Sunday or not. So, in my opinion, venues like the Menmore, if you prove, that you will bring their audience, and you can help them at least break even, then they will build rapport with you and absolutely put on a show. And I want to sell out the Enmore. And we'll pause the thing there, and we'll figure it out.